Dear students, welcome back to the class of Standard 12th, Bookkeeping and Accountancy. In that, today we are going to study about the balance sheet. If you remember that, we have started with the introduction of the partnership and partnership final account. We have finished with the introduction part. Even if for the partnership final account, we have finished with the two accounts, trading account and the profit and loss account. Today we will see about the balance sheet. The balance sheet is not the account, but it is a statement which is useful to find out the financial position of the business. In the business, we have the two things, assets and liabilities. That assets and liabilities are normally recorded in the balance sheet. So let's see what is actually balance sheet and why there is a need to prepare the balance sheet. In case of the balance sheet, we are having the two sides, left hand side and right hand side. I am not using the word debit side and the credit side because the balance sheet is a statement and not the account. On the left hand side we have to record the liabilities and on the right hand side we have to record the. Let's see the students. The partnership final account, meaning of the balance sheet. Then we will see the format of balance sheet, that is how to prepare the balance sheet. And the last we will see the items to be recorded in the balance sheet, that is the assets and liabilities. Now let's see the meaning for the balance sheet. Balance sheet is a statement showing the financial position of the firm on a particular date. Balance sheet is a statement and not the account. It shows the financial position in the terms of assets and liabilities. If the assets are more, then the financial position is strong, and if the liabilities are more, then the financial position is the weak. On a particular date, that is every time on 31st March, that is the 31st March is the date on which the financial year gets over. So it is always on the 31st March. In the balance sheet, we are recording the assets and liabilities. All the liabilities are to be recorded on the left hand side and all the assets are to be recorded on the right hand side. Balance sheet is not the account. That means that it doesn't have the debit side and the credit side. It is a statement, so it always shows the position of the business in the form of the assets and liabilities on the particular date, that is the 31st March. Now let's see the definition by the Palmer. What do you mean by the balance sheet? The balance sheet is a statement on a particular date showing on one side the trader's property and possessions and on the other side the liability. Now, what is the meaning for the trader's property and possessions? The trader's property and possessions are nothing but whatever he has acquired in the form of the assets and liabilities, and on the other side whatever he is having in the form of the liabilities. So balance sheet is nothing but the statement on a particular date regarding assets and liabilities. Now let's see students the pro forma of balance sheet. If you can see that on the top it is written that the balance sheet is on, that is always we have to write the 31st March. This time I have not written the debit side and the credit side. The left hand side, if you remember that is for the liabilities and the right hand side is for the assets. So first let us begin with the liabilities. Capital of the partners A, B and C. If 3 are there, 2 are then the AB. We have to write the capital in the balance sheet. The balance of the partner's capital account is finally transferred to the liability side of the balance sheet if we follow the fluctuating capital method. In case if we follow the fixed capital method, then with the capital account we have the current account. In the current account credit balance we have to transfer to the balance sheet liability side. General reserve. The general reserve means the reserve which is not used by the partner, that is accumulated reserve during the lifetime of the organization or a firm. First of all, what is the reserve? When the business earns the profit, that profit belongs to the partners. And the partners, in case if they are not withdrawing the entire amount of the profit, whatever they have earned, but they are keeping every year the certain amount of the profit in a business as a reserve, and that is known as the general reserve because it doesn't have the specific purpose. It can be utilized for the any purpose for the betterment of the business. That is why the word is given general reserve. जनरल रिजर्व का मतलब होता है कि जो प्रॉफिट होता है वो बिजनेसमैन का होता है, दैट इज पार्टनर्स का होता है इन पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म में। जब पार्टनर्स वो प्रॉफिट को विड्रॉ नहीं करते हैं तो प्रॉफिट एक्यूमुलेटेड होता जाता है, जमा होता जाता है हर साल, तब उसको क्या बोला जाता है, रिजर्व। जनरल रिजर्व क्यों बोला गया है, क्योंकि उसका कोई भी पर्पस फिक्स नहीं है, वो रिजर्व को कभी भी इस्तेमाल करेंगे फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ द पार्टनरशिप फर्म, दैट इज व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ जनरल रिजर्व। It belongs to the partners, but it is with the partnership firm. So if you remember that we are writing the books of account for the partnership firm, that is why it is a responsibility, that is the liabilities of the partnership firm to pay back that amount to the partners, that is the general reserve is the liabilities. Profit and loss account, that is in the bracket profit. This profit belongs to the partner. It is kept again in the reserve form, but the heading is this time given the profit and loss, so it is considered as a liability. Loan on mortgage. Loan on mortgage means something we have kept as a mortgage, that we have given something, we have kept something in the form of mortgage, like we have some ornaments or we have some assets that we have kept girvi, that is known as a mortgage. Girvi to get the loan. So loan on mortgage is a liability. Bank loan, loan taken from the bank. Goodwill is the intangible assets. With the goodwill we are having the so many intangible assets like the patent, copyright, trademark. These all are the intangible fixed assets, so it is to be recorded on the asset side. Land and building is the fixed assets, plant and machinery, furniture, equipment, and all the fixed assets are subject to the depreciation every year because of their use, because of their wear and tear. So depreciation is a loss, that is why we have to less from the assets. It's the continuation of the balance sheet. First of all, let's see the liability side. Loan from the partners. In case if the partnership firm is in the need for the additional amount, then beside the capital, partners contribute the additional amount. That additional amount is called as a loan from partners. Bills payable out of the credit transaction, that is we have purchased the goods on credit and we have to pay the amount to the creditors, and for that we have accepted the bill. That bill is known as the bills payable. Bank overdraft, as we are running the business, so we have the current account. So compared with the balance in the account, we have withdrawn the excess amount from the bank, that is known as the bank overdraft. But still we have to pay to the bank, so that is a liability for us. Sundry creditors are the person to whom we have to pay the amount or a debt, that is known as the sundry creditors. So sundry creditors are the person to whom amount is payable, and all the payables are the liabilities, so it is recorded on the liability side. From the sundry creditors, first we will deduct the discount on the creditors. The creditors will give the discount to us, so it is the income for us. So the first answer, it will go to the profit and loss account credit side because the creditors has given the discount. It is the income, and now we have to pay the less amount to the creditors, so we have to remove from the creditors. That is why the answer is less from creditors. Outstanding expenses, if the accounting period is for the 12 months. If you remember that our accounting period is for the 12 months starting from the 1st April and ends on the 31st March, and certain expenses are not paid till the 31st March. Suppose we have paid for the month of January, still we have to pay for the February and March. So for that 2 months the expenses are outstanding, still we have to pay. It is a payable, we have to pay. That is why it is considered as a liabilities. Income received in advance. Accounting period gets over by the 31st March, but we have received the income for the next 2 months, that is April and May for the next year, not the current year. Next year, April and May salary we have received in the current year, so that is known as the income received in advance, so it is considered as a liabilities. Provision for the taxes, that still we have to pay the taxes. Taxes are not yet paid, So we have created certain provisions to make the payment for the taxes, so that all are the liabilities. When the word comes of provisions, provisions are normally created to make the payments. So all the provisions are normally considered as the liabilities. Now let's see the assets. Delivery or motor van, leasehold, and delivery of motor van is, I think it is clear to you, that is a fixed asset. Leasehold of freehold premises. Leasehold of freehold premises means we have taken the premises on the rental basis for the particular period of time, that is known as the leasehold. Lease means rent. रेंट पे लिया हुआ प्रॉपर्टीज और प्रीमाइस को बोला जाता है लीजोल्ड. एंड फ्री होल्ड, दैट माय फ्रेंड्स ऑफिस इज वेकेंट, ही गेव मी for the free use of that is known as the freehold premises. Patent is an intangible assets. Patent is some style that the business organization use for that products or goods and services, that is known as a patent. But patent is a intangible assets. Loose tools. Loose tools mean the spare part of the fixed assets, so it is considered as the assets. Investment means the excess amount the partners will deposit in some others, or they will make the fixed deposits. In other side means to say they've invested in the shares, debentures of the other company, that is known as the investment. Investment is the asset. Store and spare part, again it is related to the same. Spare part means some parts of the machineries. In the organization we have the machineries for the production of the goods and services, so every time it is not possible to go for the to the main office or a head office for the parts and everything. So we keep some parts of the machinery. Whenever we are in a need, we can replace easily, that is known as a spare part or a store. They all are subject to the depreciation because all are the fixed assets. Let's see the continuation of the balance sheet. I think almost we are finished with the liability side. Now we will see the asset side. Prepaid expenses, the expenses which are paid in advance. For example, हमारा पीरियड खत्म हो गया 31 मार्च को, बट हमने अप्रैल मई जून का रेंट अगर एडवांस में दिया है नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए, तो फॉर द करंट ईयर इट इज कंसिडर्ड एज द प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस, and prepaid expenses are to be recorded in the balance sheet. Outstanding income. We have worked for the 12 months starting from the 1st April to 31st March, but we have received the income only for the 10 months. So for the 2 months still we have to receive the income, that is known as the outstanding income. Income is a receivable. Loans and advances. Here we can see that the loan and advances are given to somebody else, not taken but given. So we have to receive our amount back from the person or institution to whoever we have given the loan. That is why it is the assets. Closing stock, the stock of the goods which is remain unsold during the year. So for the current year it is considered as the closing stock. It is the assets because the stock is not sold. Anytime we can sell that stock and convert the stock into the cash. That is why it is the assets. Sundry debtors are the person from whom we have to receive the money. जिस आदमी से पैसे लेने हैं उनको बोला जाता है sundry debtors. Sundry debtors are the person from whom we have to receive the money. Certain adjustments are there related to the sundry debtors, less the bad debts, new bad debts, further bad debts. Bad debt is a loss, and now the debtors are not going to pay the amount. Then only if the bad debt is created, and bad debt reduces the debtors. Provision for the discount. The discount is given to the debtors by the partnership firm or organization to get back the amount from them. So again it's going to reduce the amount of the debtors, so we have to less from the debtors. Insurance claim receivable, in case if the goods are destroyed or stolen from the godown and we have the insurance policy, in that case the insurance company agrees to pay certain amount. What I said, agrees to pay certain amount, not yet paid by them. So amount is receivable from the insurance company, it is not yet received. So all the receivable will go to the assets. Bills receivable, when the goods are sold on a credit to the debtors, from them we have to collect the money. So for a assurance purpose, something we will get in a written form from the debtors, that is called as a bills receivable. and that business receivable is the assets. Cash in hand, cash at bank, that is a partnership firm's amount. So it is asset for them, and the partner's current account debit balance is always shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. So I hope that all of you understood the balance sheet. Whatever is a doubt, please put on in the group so that I can clear your doubts. So you can mail me in the mail address is given in the YouTube channel also. Now, thank you so much, dear students. So, today we have studied about the balance sheet having the two sides, right hand side and left hand side. On the right hand side, we will record the assets, and the left hand side, we will record the liabilities. At both the sides, we have to balance because now the balance sheet will show the financial position. Nothing is to be carried forward in the form of the balance from the balance sheet. So, balance sheet is an important statement for the every business organization in which we come to know about the creditors, debtors, bills receivable, bills payable, how much loan taken, given, what is the position of the business. So balance sheet is essential for every organization to be prepared to have the correct picture of their financial position. Thank you so much, dear students.